seconds. Right, okay, let's have a look, see what we can find. See if we can find me. Oh, excuse me, I've got the sneezes. Lovely evening, everybody. Welcome to my Wednesday night live crafting. My name is Stacey Marsh. I'm an independent demonstrator here in the UK. A very warm welcome to all of my lovely followers who are hopping on already. It is Wednesday the 21st of July here. It's very, very warm, and it's the start of the summer holiday, so it's been a really nice day actually. My husband is 40 this weekend, so we've done a little bit of shopping and spent some time in the garden, so it's been a really nice day. We're easing ourselves gently into the summer holidays. We don't want to tire ourselves out right at the beginning. So tonight I thought I would have a little colour challenge with you all. I've got 3 colours here, as chosen by the Global Design Project. So those of you that follow along, those of you that don't follow along, sorry, it's a challenge website. It's really, really popular with demonstrators. It's a great source of inspiration for your crafting. So yes, 3 colours. We've got Night of Navy, Coastal Cabana and Polished Pink. That's going to be our evening tonight. No Christmas, not ready. I was not ready on Sunday at all, and I'm still not ready. So I am going to do non-Christmas tonight. Thanks, Bev. Love my hair. It's a bit shorter than I would like, but it'll grow, so never mind. But thank you so much. So what I'll do is I'll change my camera and we will make a start. If you've got any questions, pop them in the comments. I'll try and keep up and enjoy. So I hope you're sitting comfortably. Let's move my camera. Okay, we have a desk. Lovely, good stuff. I've got a much needed cold glass of water, and I can see you all on my screen. Evening to you, Let. I hope you're all right. Hope the children had a good last day of term today. So 3 colours, 3 very different colours. I need to put them in alphabetical order. It's just my way. Really, I would probably put individually the 2 of them together, but quite possibly not all 3. So this will be quite fun. Now I've gone ahead and chosen some bits already ahead of tonight, just to give you a little feel of what we're going to create. I have no preview. I've gone for this. So this stamp set is a real oldie but a goodie, and this is a new one, so we're going to try and combine the 2. I've got some lovely basic border dies that I'm going to try and use in the card, and then this. You are in for a treat with this. This is the Bee Dazzling 6" by 6" speciality paper. Look at that. How pretty is that? I love this paper. I'm obsessed with it actually. Everything's going to have a little touch of shimmer. Here's one I made earlier. This is one I shared on my blog the other day. And look at the shimmer on those words. It's absolutely stunning. Really, really love this paper. So this paper, you can't buy it. It is free. From the 3rd of August with a £45 order. You get 8 sheets in a pack, and it is beautiful, really, really nice. So the shimmer is the light is really picking up the shimmer, and yeah, it's lovely. So I'm going to use those 3 products tonight. So let's get a cracking, shall we? Let's have a little card base action, shall we? So I'm going to start with a little card base cut from Coastal Cabana. Bring that down. So it's 10.5 centimetres wide. And then I'm going to score at 14.9 centimetres. Okay, so that is our little card base done. Now I'm going to cut a piece of basic white. and I want this to be 10 centimetres wide, so just a little bit smaller. Pop that to one side, give it a turn, and we want 2 pieces now, one to go on the outside, one to go on the inside. We've got 14.4 centimetres and 14.4. Okay, so those are our 2 pieces. Now I wanted to use these lovely basic border dies. What have I done with them? Here they are. So let's go for something quite straightforward, shall we? Let's cut one of these about there. So that is roughly, let me have a look, where's my ruler on here? We're going to line this up at the bottom, and it's about 3.5 centimetres up. We want to make sure this point is in the middle, roughly. Doesn't matter too much. Okay, love these border dies. I do as well, Louise. They're really handy, aren't they? I've not used them massively yet. Okay, so I'm just going to pin that down a little bit, and we'll run that through our machine. Now, so they do leave a really nice stitching on both pieces. Okay, like so. And let's have some of this lovely gold, shall we? So I'm just going to pop this on here. And don't worry, we will use all of this. We will have no waste with this lovely dazzling paper. Okay. Let's just pull this off, and what I want is I want to have a little bit just there. Okay, so let's stick this down. Here we go already. I need more stuff, sorry about that. So let's just line this up about there. So I'm just lining up the 2 points, and then with my snips I am just going to chop that bit and chop that bit. So how pretty does that look? And now when we put that on our card, it's so sparkly. Love the sparkle. Right, so let's just pop that on. I'm just going to add some dimensionals at random, like so. And then we can stick this down. I'm just going to pop that on like so. I'm just going to give that little edge a little press. Okay, so that is the start of our little card. Pop this to one side, and now I wanted to do a little bit of die cutting. So, not die cutting, a bit of stamping. So let's keep this one fairly simple. Let's add, oh gosh, haven't put those away very well, have I? Please don't look at my stamps. So let's add some of these to our blocks. I actually think my eldest has had this stamp set, hence why they are in a bit of a pickle now. It is such a good all-round set, isn't it? Very, very nice set indeedy. Right, so let's do a little bit of stamping on here. I'm just going to give that a bit of a clean because it looks horrendous. This is what happens when you let an 8-year-old loose in your craft room. So this is a stamp scrub for those of you that don't know, and this is what I use to clean all of my stamps. So look at how nice that stamp has come up. So this one's got a little bit of dye on it, and now it's as good as new. This stamp scrub it'll be 8 years old this year, and still as good as new almost. Right, so now let's open up our little stamps. So we've got 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so we're going to do just a little bit of random stamping. So I'm going to start with, let's start with the biggest one, and we'll do the biggest one in Coastal Cabana. So I'm just going to do a little bit of random stamping to get us started. And what I find with this sort of stamping is it's best to have one stamp, one image per colour. You get a bit of consistency. It's kind of how our designer series papers are made. You don't get too much differentiation with the colours, and it works really nicely. So look at these colours together, aren't they lovely? Do I find that works better than the chamois? Oh yes, I find I end up covered in ink with the chamois, and I just don't like how filthy it looks. Simple things, Louise, but yeah, I am a big fan of the stamp scrub for sure. And anyone who's attended my classes will probably say the same, because they all seem to hate the chamois. I have got them and they are useful, but I would always go to the stamp scrub. Right, so we've got a little bit of detail now. Okay, close my ink pads. And I want just a strip of this. So let's go with a 4 centimetre strip. I just got a chamois. I'm back on the scrub. It made me rock. Oh, Let, you are funny. I'm not surprised it made you rock. Right, so let's just pop this across here. So we want to cut that down to 10 centimetres. A nice little strip. Let's just do a little bit of spritzing on the back of that, just because I feel like some of that white needs breaking up. So I'm just going to use my much better. Okay, I naively thought it would wash out. Oh, I don't know, I'd love to show you what my chamois looks like. Have a clue. So this is what mine now looks like, because I use a lot of black ink, but no, they do stain a lot. They're very handy for classes and for on the go, definitely. I love my chamois. Keep it in an old stamp case so I don't get ink all over my fingers. Joanna, I am far too messy for that. Bless you. Right, so let's pop that. Should we have it down there actually? Yeah, quite like that down there. Let's pop that down there. No, I can't deal with that. My friend Liz, who's a demonstrator, Liz Yule, she only uses one side of hers, which seems super sensible, doesn't it? Let's have a look at these. I've pre-cut a few of these before we have started. And let's just see what I want to do. Okay, so let's give this a whirl. Let's have create, friends forever, best friends. What should we do? Celebrate together. Let's do that one. I live not far from Liz Yule. Oh, okay, she's a very, very good friend, good crafting friend of mine. Okay, so we've got celebrate together. So let's do a little bit of stamping. Let's use the bottom of this one. Okay, so let's stamp this in navy. And you can probably tell where I'm going with this. Okay, let's give this a little bit of a trim round. Maybe I need to invest in a stamp scrub. If you're happy with the chamois, stay with the chamois. Definitely don't swap over if it works for you. But I do recommend it if you want to try something different. Like I said, mine is 8 years old. It's one of the very first things I bought. And it's still going strong. Oh, hubby's in the garden tidying up. And can I do this without cutting my fingers off? Let's see how we get on. Yep. Slow and steady. So how are people coping with the good old British summer, the heat at the moment? I know I'm really struggling today. Yeah, that's a good idea, Louise. If you've already got a scrub style cleaner, just get yourself the spray. The spray smells quite nice actually. It does seem to last a really long time. Here we go, just following it round. Perhaps I should have done the C first. The C might not come out well. Woohoo, we did it, we did it. Okay, so now we can put this little die on. So we've got celebrate. Oh, I'm warm now. Let's pop this down. So let's put 2 of these on. I'm struggling with not much sleep after an 11-hour day. Wow. Oh, Louise, that does sound stressful, bless you. Sue's put much too hot for me, I'm afraid. Do you know what, Sue? I love the heat. Absolutely love it. But it's far too hot for me as well at the moment. I managed to sit outside for a little bit this afternoon in the shade. But yeah, far too hot for me. Gone are the days where I can sit and sunbathe. Okay, so let's just pop that down. The label is a bit wonky. Okay. It's definitely looking like it's going to cool off though in a day or so, doesn't it? Right, so we've got Celebrate together. So now we can fit this in. I probably should have stamped that before, but we are where we are. Let's use the blue. Lovely, look at that. I really like this card. It's going in the right direction. And then to finish, let's just have a little bit of fussy cutting here. I wasn't sure where this card was going to go when I stuck that strip on, but actually I quite like it. And you could easily use just a piece of designer series paper there if you're not a fan of stamping. And obviously we've got the designer series paper sale at the moment, so grab yourself a discounted pack of paper while it's there. Papers are on sale 15% off until the end of, obviously I've used, yeah, that's the right colour, until the end of July. I feel like I've not done any real stamping for a while other than kind of sentiments. I feel like I need to have a good, I've done a lot of colouring and a lot with DSP, but actual stamping, I feel like I need to get back into the swing of it. Okay, so we've got this little guy here. There we go. We went to Rochester for a walk and lunch, and it was very hot. Oh, I bet it was. Oh, I bet it was, Bev. Where did you go for lunch? Anywhere nice? I'm sure you did. I've not been to Rochester for years. Let's just follow this round as well. I'm going to make 2 cards this evening, just because there's something else that's in my brain as well. I need to get it out or I won't sleep tonight. Does anyone else have that? Come up with something, and if you don't make it, you can't sleep. Maybe that's just me. Did I get the penguin set? Oh, I did, Louise. I really did. I've loved playing with it as well. I'm going to be doing a penguin class, as I'm sure many people will be doing. But at the moment, all I can really think about is turtles, because I've got my turtle class coming up. It's a month today. Wow, looking forward to doing that. Lots of lovely people signed up to it, so it should be good fun. And the set is so cute, isn't it? But yes, I did get the penguins, Louise. Couldn't resist the penguins. Okay, just following this round. So let's just add a little bit of, so that is stamped underneath, and actually this, I didn't plan this, as you well know, but that looks quite nice, just stuck down. So then you've got the little definition underneath, but you've got the texture of it being raised as well. I love this stamp set for layering. It's really, really nice. There we have it. So that's turned out a lot better than I thought. We've got a little bit of twine here. Now this is a little bit too gold for my liking. So I'm going to grab, I think I'm going to use this white actually. So let's just cut a bit of this and a bit of that. Beautiful card. Thank you, Joanna. Very kind of you as always. So let's just pop that in there. And then I'm going to tie a little bow with it, if my fingers will allow me to do that. Oh, they did. So that looks quite cute, doesn't it? And then we've got this piece to go inside, which looks quite boring, doesn't it, in comparison? So let's do a little bit of stamping in there. Peggotty's Parlour. I've not heard of that one. Where's that? You're very good with the lunch spots. Still haven't got to the nucleus over there. It's on my list to get to. Just like that. So what is the message on the front? Just reminding me, celebrate together. Lovely, lovely. Opposite the fudge shop. Oh, can't beat that fudge shop. Oh, I do know where it is. Yes. Yes. All nice, Bev. Very nice indeed. Can't beat a Ploughman's on a hot day. Okay, so there we have our first card finished. I do think it needs a gem. Any excuse for a gem. Let's pop on, what have we got here? This is my little set. Well, they would be quite nice, wouldn't they? They're kind of iridescent. They're quite sweet, aren't they? Pokey tool, where are you? There you are. Just realised I was gardening. Wow, Mum, that's late for you to be gardening. Or are you doing it because it's now cool? Do you put it in the middle? I'm going to pop mine just here and there. Oops. Lovely. So there we have our first card done. I really like that. I love the stamp set. Well, both stamp sets. I love this wording. It's really, really sweet. And of course we've got that nice bit of ribbon there. I'm just going to trim those towels a bit. And there we have it. So next card that I wanted to make, we shall stick with the same background because why not? And let's just go with 14.9. We want to score, don't we? Oh, lots of lovely comments. You are good to me, girls. Thank you. Just see what percentage my camera's on, my battery's on. We're doing all right. Okay. So here we have this one. Now this time I'm going to go with full-on sparkle. can't beat a bit of sparkle. So I'm going to cut this down to 10 centimetres. Okay, and we've got 14.4. Now this will work quite nicely, I fear. So we've got a bit of an opposite style. I actually feel quite nervous about using that much. Okay, but hey, let's go for it. It's a free DSP. Why not? Let's just do it, shall we? We'll go full on disco. I'm actually going to stick that right to the top because that point goes almost to the bottom. Now we've got a bit of this left, which, can we get a circle out of it? Let's see if we can get a circle. I'm sure we can, gang. Yeah, look at that. That will work, won't it? Let's just cut that out. Oops, can't pick it up now. Okay, so there's our little circle. So let's just do a bit of stamping to fill in those gaps. Lovely. So that's just filled in our white space a little bit. Now I've got here, so these are the layering circle guys, and the idea is that they layer up together. Okay, so let's go for just a white layer, I reckon. We can either do that down there or we can do it over here. I actually feel like I need to cover up some of that white, some of that silver. Let's have a little look. Or do we? Let's have a think. What if we did a strip of white across the middle? Let's do that. Right, so I've gone 6 cent. Oh, that's better. Yes, much happier with that. So let's stick this down. When I do a fold like that for a card base, what measurement do I score at? 14.9 centimetres is my little measurement, my little go-to measurement. So now let's carefully just trim that along. Yep, done. Okay, let's do a bit of speckling on there. There we go. And then we can pop this on. So let's excuse me. Let's go for a bit of raised. Yeah. Oh yeah, that looks nice, doesn't it? Much better. It just takes the huge glimmer away. I still do love that glimmer. So let's go for, should we go for the, let's see if that sentiment will fit on there. What do we reckon? No, that will not fit on there. wonder if Create will fit. Excuse me. Yeah, look, Create will fit nicely on there. So let's stamp Create. There'll be no fussy cutting now. So pretty. Stick that on there like so. So let's just put a little dimensional underneath. A little bit of wet glue on the back. Like so. Yes, that is the tailor-made tags that I am using. We've got this little together. So we've got Create together now. We've celebrated together and now we're going to create together. So just take this little together, stamp it like so, and then we can just trim this off. Nice. Okay, and then all we've got left to do is to do a little bit of fussy cutting. So we've not done too badly. We've not used too much card at all. I think I need the tag dies. I'll let. They are pretty special. So we've used almost the same details. We want a little flower, which I have on here. They're lovely colours, aren't they, Joanna? Yeah, I probably, like I said at the beginning, I probably would have put 2 together. I definitely wouldn't have thought to put the 3, but aren't they lovely? And I do love the little bit of gold that goes with it. It doesn't even feel gold. It feels more, it's definitely more silvery than gold. It's really delicate. Right, okay, so we can now pop in our little pieces. I just need to stamp one of those and give it a little trim. Enabler. Oh yes. Just cut this out, and I promise this will be the last bit of fussy cutting for the evening. You've all done really well to stick with me. Thank you so much. This really is such a timeless set. I always forget about it, but come back to it. It's nice to use an oldie. Sometimes we can get really sidetracked by all the new stuff and forget that we have so much existing product that we actually love using. Has everyone gone out and watered their garden tonight? That's my job when I finish here. Go out and water my plants. Now it's cooled down a bit. Okay, so we've got our little bit of this. We're going to stick in. And I'm not sticking it all down, so you've got a nice little bit of texture here. Well done you, Joanna. I actually picked the lovely U stamps for my September class. I love the sentiments. The sentiments are beautiful, aren't they? It's such lovely, lovely sentiments. With the flower, what I didn't do on the other one, pop it in the palm of your hand, use the nib of your glue, give it a good press, and then you get a nice shaped flower. There we have it. We'll just put a little bit of ribbon through there. I'm not going to use as much on this one. There we have it. A few little gems to finish, so we've got that nice little bit of consistency across. Like so. So look at the sparkle on that. I love that. And then inside we just need to pop a piece inside, which I will just get. So that's, we'll do 14.4 by 10. Okay, we'll stamp a little bit at the bottom. And we're on the home straight now, girls. And boys, if there's any gents watching this evening, you never know. Gents like crafting as well. Oops. And then a little bit of pink. Oops. Must remember to pick that up. A little dye's just fallen on the floor. Okay, there we have it. 2 cards, 1 colour challenge, and some free sparkly paper. What more do we need on a Wednesday evening? So let me just recap for you. People always tend to say they like this bit. So we started with 3 colours for the Global Design project this week, which is a colour challenge. And I've used one of the basic border dies, this one here. So it's a little bit of a chevron. Look, I've used the new, well, soon to be released Bedazzling speciality paper. So this is free from August with a £45 order. You get 8 sheets, 6x6 in size. So I've added a little bit here at the bottom, again just cutting it out. We've got some nice layering there with some handmade patterned paper. We've got a lovely little fussy cut sentiment, some fussy cut pieces there, and a little bow. And on this one, so this piece here, this point, is actually that piece in there, okay? So no waste, quite a little bit of dazzling overload, but I think we can pull it off. And then we've used our little layering circle dies, same banner here. We've stamped directly onto the banner here rather than fussy cutting, a little bit more layering, and then inside you've got a little bit of stamping to bring it all together. So that's it for me tonight. Thank you so much for spending some time with me on a Wednesday. I really do appreciate it. If you have any questions about any of the products or techniques I've used, please get in touch. It's always nice to have a little chat. I will arrange for this video to be uploaded to my YouTube. If you're watching back on YouTube and you have any questions, my contact details are in the information below. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you'd like to see more tutorials from me. And that's it from me tonight. I'll next be live with you all on Wednesday evening next week. My husband is 40 this weekend, so we've got a weekend of celebrations planned. Finishing on Sunday with a nice family get together. So I won't be live on Sunday. But you will catch me next Wednesday at 8:30. Thanks so much, everyone. Have a lovely week and weekend, and I hope to speak to you all very, very soon. Bye for now.